welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. So after Mdala fired Mtunze Etembeni, he decided to live peacefully and send the video of Taps and Dala moving Junior's body, putting it into the bakkie to Zero. Zero showed it to Rex, and Rex was like, go fetch these idiots for me. And then ahambe yobathatha Umdala, they find Zero mthwele levels. We're like, let's go take a walk. And then when he gets to the car, finds Tapel already tied up, and then they get to Rex. Rex is like, what did you guys do to my brother? They try to deny it, saying, we told you what we know. He shows them the video. They're shocked. Who took this video? And then they don't want to talk. Rex, his people, they started beating them up, and they still don't want to talk. And then Rex is like, you know what, Zero, go get his wife and the beautiful twins. Maybe that will make him talk. And then, Kiriboni, it's Ephraim's birthday. Kiriboni goes to Ephraim, saying him happy birthday, and she got him a beautiful, expensive watch, gifts him with it, and Ephraim was so grateful, saying, this looks expensive. I said, no, it's fine, you deserve it, because she's been saving from her winnings from Ipetafela. And then, on the other hand, Umadlomo is worried because Unhloso is now coming home late. Unhloso is now coming home late, and Ifonia Ringa is not picking up at one lawyer. Makes excuses. No, it's not important. And then Unhloso is now putting on too much perfume, like there's someone he wants to impress. And then Utedi talks to Dintle, saying, how when I saw you and Hloso, you guys look cute together. I was cute about it. This guy's married. When I met David was married. But look at us now. We're married and happy. So when Rex said that Zero must just go and get him Kloche and the twins, because Taps and Dala don't want to tell him who killed Junior. Dala thinks, let's tell Rex the truth who killed Junior, but Taps doesn't want, saying here and kill all of us. And then Taps decides to tell him he's the one who killed Junior. But then Rex doesn't buy it. And then on the other hand, Kloch is worried why Mdala is not picking up my calls, not reading my text. And both his car and Tap's car, they're both at Etembeni, but one of them nowhere to be found. What if Rex took them? And then Kloch feels Bridget up on everything that has been happening about Semidane killing Junior and Taps and Dala helping him. And then they go over to Semidane to tell him, you need to do something because we think Rex took Taps and Dala. And then Rex decides to call him Toons and ask for help. Toons is like, okay, fine, I'm going to come and help you. And then as Kloch is leaving levels, Zero comes with his guy, with the other guys, and they kidnap Kloch, showing her a gun, saying, you are coming with us, we don't want to hurt you, don't make noise. And then they kidnap Kloch. On the other hand, Madlome is worried. She can't stop thinking about this Dintle girl and her husband, and it's affecting her. Goes to tell Gugwa Poet, I'm so worried. But Gugwa Poet is like, it's fine. We're going to have an all-night fasting prayer. I've already told the prophet, we're going to pray for you and blah, blah, blah. Toriso overhears the whole thing and talks to them. I don't understand why you don't just pick up and leave if that the casa was so goodish. But then Madloma is like, it's okay. Musari wara. And then Guga Poet is like, how Torres, you're listening to the Tabazarun and then what's an. But Madloma is like, no, she needs to know these things. But then Torres feels like times have changed. You can't be begazelling. And then Madloma is at Etembeni. She brings her food. But Madloma is like, no, I'm not going to eat. I'm fasting. But how can you fast? You need to take your medication and rest. Madloma is not buying it. The next thing, saying that Hloso does not support her. And then Dintle confesses his love to Hloso, saying, I can't stop thinking about you and I never stop loving you. But Hloso is like, hey, our timing is always wrong. Like, our timing is always wrong, Dintle. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. Sometimes it goes to Semidane telling him good happy. These guys have taken Dala's wife. Semidane is now worried, thinking, let me just go and confess, because if now they're taking Sindane's wife, then that's like extreme. Let me just tell them what happened. Umtun is like, no, you're not going to do that. I'll fix this myself. Just give me Rex's address. And then Umtun calls someone organizing a fake grenade. And then Rex at the panel beaters or scrapyard. They brought in Utlochi. Rex is like, but where are the twins? I want the twins here. And then Uzurot, I couldn't get the twins because this one was giving me trouble. And then Mdala comes and sees Kloche. They was like, Kloche, what are you doing? Wena Rex, I told you not to involve my family, as you better start talking or else I'm going to fetch the twins. Utlhoge wants to talk now, but umdala's like, now they're busy by Pixan, and then Mtunzi appears. Mtunzi managed to sneak in, appears Mtunzi holding the fake grenade on his hand, and threatens them. I heard you said you're looking at him. That's how when I will yes. Why? That's because you were threatening my father. Baba Musemi Day. Rex was like, okay, fine, Bulalan Langer, saying this to his boys, Bulalan Langer, but then he says to them they must shoot him. And then Mtunzi like, just let my friends go, and then we can deal with this ourselves. I'd say they must let two Taps and Dala go. But then Rex is like, shoot this guy, and then Mtunzi threw the fake grenade on the ground and managed to grab Zero's gun and pointed it at Zero and said, if you don't let them go, I'm going to shoot this guy. Rex was like, hi, shoot him. Zero's like, but boss, after everything I've done for you, hey Zero, you're a soldier, shoot him. Zero was devastated because Mtunzi's like, you see how you become loyal to a person and then they just sell you out like that. Jigu Zero shoots Rex, and then a shooting started. Then they started shooting each other. And then, on the other hand, when Kloso goes to see Udintle after closing the supermarket, finds out Udintle has a headache and offers to drive her home. They get over to Dintle's house, and Kloso busy taking Dintle's shoes off, telling her to go and rest, and then getting a towel, putting it on her forehead so she can feel better, because Dintle can't take any pain meds because she's a recovering addict. And then now Dintle asks Kloso to stay with her until she feels better or until she falls asleep. Kloso is back in Dintle's arms, so Matlomo was busy calling Kloso while he was at Dintle's house and didn't pick up her call. Babu and Jesebi are late. Matlomo was not happy at all, telling him, how can you come back so late? And he apologized, but then suggested that they hire someone for Laundromat. That's when Matlomo lost it, saying that he's not doing it for her, he's doing it so he can push her away, so he can spend more time with Dintle. Kloso, you know what? I don't care anymore, just believe whatever you want. And went back into Dintle's arms and ended up kissing Dintle. And then Mtunzi saved Taps and Dala managed to turn Rex's guys against him, and they ended up shooting each other. They killed each other. Rex was trying to shoot, wanting to shoot Dala, but Mtunzi saved him and finished off Rex, and then untied them. And then they decided to clean up the place and burn it up so that they don't leave any trace. Bridget was starting to worry, but then so Babu Mdala and Taps, they came back, and she was so relieved. You could say, at least they're back safe. But then now they're thinking, now we owe Mtunzi because he saved us. And then back Elo Tembeni, Mtunzi comes back to greet them just to see how they are. He's just checking if the wife is okay and all that, and then says he knows that is not welcome, so he was just coming to check and he's going back. And then Batum Dala, thank you for saving us. We just want to know why you did it, as I only did it because I saw that my father was implicated, so I was just trying to save my father. And then Semi Day was so grateful, saying he's happy that Mtunzi is okay and he managed to solve this whole thing. Semi Day still can't believe Mtunzi managed, Rex is dead. And then Dala decided, you know what, since Mtunzi saved them, they can't really fire him, so they must keep him. Then they told him that he can stay at Tembeni and retain his position as a center manager. And then Taps doesn't really seem happy about it, but then he doesn't have a choice because, they owe their lives to this guy. And then now they think that Kloso and Ephraim, they're the ones who sent that video to Rex, Zero. And they call them to question them, but then they're shocked. Why would you do that? And then Isami Day also believes that they did it and says to Ephraim, they must just own up and just admit that they did it. But they're shocked because they did not do it. They also shocked with how Sami Day would do such a thing. We do not even know what you guys were held captive. Madloma decided to visit Dintle and ask her, what made you come here at Tembeni? Out of all the places in Johannesburg, a woman of your caliber is at Tembeni. What's happening? Actually, I didn't choose it. Tembeni chose me. I was approached and I invested and decided to open a shop. And then at Madlomo, so you're going to hire someone to work here at Kangs or Bambe. I'm going to run it myself. Available to Madlomo. Hi, Gooby. And then Dintle goes to the supermarket to seduce Nhloso to meet up later on. Nhloso agrees. Ngapha uMadlomo is trying to solve my issues emshado wakhe ungena isigugu an all night prayer, and the prophet sees ukuthi hayi yazini prophesies ukuthi hey amanzi angena kwagasa, your husband needs to come here and we reunite you guys before it's too late. And then umthunzi no Taps nomdala they tell umthunzi ukuthi how we saw an article ephumile showing that only 4 men were found lapha escrapyard. What happened to the 5th one? Kusho kunomuntu ophilayo kunomuntu obalekile lapha. Now they're worried, who's this person? We need to go out there and look for this person. And then my DNA results, they come in while they're still there, and then it shows ukuthi umthunzi ingane kaSemide. Now they celebrate umthunzi uSemide, you must welcome him to the family. Fake DNA results kanjalo. And then umthunzi calls this fake person that he hired and thanks him, tells him, I owe you a big time, I'm going to deposit your money. And then when the bromance, Tapsy saying, hey, welcome to the family, you must have a bride to introduce you to the other family members. And then Bridget says this and be like, why are you now bromancing this guy? Is he not fired? But how can you do that after he saved us? And then they make an announcement to everyone at Tembeni. This guy is now back as the center manager. Not everyone is happy about it. Obviously, no Bridget, they're not happy. And then Mr. Casa is worried about Tukidiboni because they had planned to go out, but Tukidiboni disappeared up is a Bechafela betting. Went to Gubo to ask how Tukidiboni. Find that Guba Bamazi, she didn't come home. And now they're worried, they want to go to the police station, and then she appears saying, hey, lying about helping out Mr. David, no she's lying. And then in the morning, she has to go and she goes to apologize to Mr. Casa. Would say, yes, and I'm so sorry, something came up, blah, blah, blah. She lies again and apologizes and says it will never happen again. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.